What's up, Fig fam? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new WWE Survivor Series 2025 Elite Collection, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes in the poster paint from Survivor Series 2023. So this is a very interesting fantasy-esque figure, so I'm excited to take a look at this one. It should be a good one. Stay tuned. Adrenaline in my soul. I love camo, Cody Rhodes. So today we are unboxing this American Nightmare Cody Rhodes from the Survivor Series 2025 War Games Elite Collection. But this figure represents his time in the company in 2023 for Survivor Series. However, it's not completely from that event. So the face paint, very unique style of a look for a figure of Cody Rhodes, but it is not from a match. No. The face paint is from the actual event poster of Survivor Series 2023. Now, the gear, the tights, those are from the actual match, the War Games match at Survivor Series 2023. Very confusing, right? But don't worry, guys. We will get through it. And also from 2023, we have the Build-A-Figure Nick Aldis, which I will be honest is 110% the reason that I purchased these figures. It is Nick Aldis' first time in the WWE line, so how could I pass this up? Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, they're just going to re-release that in the From the Vault series in 6 months, and you know what? They very well may, but I love Build-A-Figures, and I love building the figures, and I love just having a whole series, basically paying for 4 figures, getting 5. I love that stuff. So each of these was $20 each at Target because they had a nice sale going on. So we're going to rip into this right now and finish out the set. We've already done Bret Hart. We've already done JD McDonough, and we've already done the 1, 2, 3 Kid. All that's left is opening this Cody and then building Nick Aldis. On the back, it has a shot of Cody's entrance, which is pretty cool. He's got his neck tat showing and his beautiful entrance jacket. It says, from Atlanta, Georgia, 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, and his finisher is the Crossroads. The American Nightmare led Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Randy Orton, and Seth freaking Rollins to victory against Drew McIntyre and the Judgment Day at Survivor Series War Games 2023. His career highlights are Undisputed Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and World Tag Team Champion. So, pretty cool. Very unique Cody Rhodes figure to get released because not often do we get a unique head sculpt, right? And it's not necessarily the head sculpt that's unique, more so the face paint. But I can probably guarantee you we're probably not getting another face paint Cody ever. So, and probably what's going to make the Nick Aldis figure so toyetic is this torso. But we'll talk about that when we do the Nick Aldis and rank all of this series. However, first up we have Cody's C grips, one taped hand, one untaped. But I love these open hands. It's like he's doing the entrance and going, whoa! All right, so first off, dude. All right, this figure's sick. I wasn't a huge fan of it at first. Initially, when they showed it off, it didn't look like camo. It looked like silver face paint. So I was like, is that like a Cody Rhodes with a Stardust head? And then someone was like, no, that's from the poster. The hair looks super huge with the face paint. I'll say that. Hate that it has the tattoo on the face. But, going forward, I believe they are doing away with that. He does have his chest hair. He does have his dream tat. And he does have some quality control issues, as most elites do these days, which kind of sucks, especially with the price increase. However, I love this gear with the camo throughout. Check that out. The camo Nightmare head on the boots. The black tights, which I think makes it. The knee pads have the camo. And then throughout the tights deco, we got more camo. The red, the blue, the bronze. And look, a little bit more behind there as well. I mean, wow. Honestly, I didn't really care too much about this figure until I just opened it up and saw how beautiful the tights are. I love that so much, man. I really, really do. I think the camo really brings this together and makes this a very, very special Cody Rhodes figure. Wow. Blown away by that. Big fan of this figure. Now, I'm looking at the printing. The only thing I don't like, and I'll show you guys up close, hopefully you can see it on camera, is you can literally see print lines on the entire face where the face paint is. And there's a lot of detail there, right? A lot of detail on the face paint. A lot of detail on the tights too. But it is hard to see on camera. But yeah, there's like print lines, which I don't like. Maybe you can see it there. However, the good thing about this is you can easily take one of your extra CODY RHODES heads that you've gotten with 1,000 other figures, put them on here, and you have War Games ready CODY RHODES. So it really is the best of both worlds here. Unless this is your one and only CODY RHODES figure, then yeah, I can see this kind of being a little bit of a bummer. But if it's your one and only CODY RHODES, why'd you pick one with face paint, right? So I just recently got the Series 120 CODY, and that came with an extra head, and I think it's this exact sculpt, so without the face paint. So right there would be an easy fix for this. However, I kind of like it with the face paint because it stands out. It gives a little bit of a story. It's very different. And one thing is, whether it is iconic, definitive, or not, I love action figures with stories, and this one definitely has one. Like I said, people will be like, wait, why does he have face paint on? I don't remember him wrestling in face paint. It's because he didn't. It was just from a poster, and I think that's like kind of funny. A little bit of a deep cut for Mattel to do on this. So I absolutely dig that. And honestly, it looks pretty good, I think. I think it's a good looking figure overall, but man, the tights absolutely make it. I love camo gear on figures. I think it just brings out everything to like another level, right? Another level of just crispness. Look at that. The only thing about this that I don't like is the actual camo pattern is different than that of the rest of the tights. So it doesn't really match exactly. So I'd have to go back and look and see if this is the actual colors of his boots that he wore. Like, did it really not match the tights? That's my question. So we shall see. But honestly, I dig this. Like the quality control here, I think I could get that off with like a little bit of Totally Awesome cleaner or a magic eraser. But with my nail, it is not coming off. Not that I have much nail. But it's kind of disheartening that every time we buy a figure, there's always going to be some kind of quality control issue. And it's not like I could switch this out for another CODY, because at Target they had one of everybody and two of Bret Hart, which seems to be the packaging layout. So overall, I think it's pretty cool. I'm not going to bag this one up like I thought. I think I'm definitely going to display this. So I think that is a come up right there for any collector. So hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeel. Twitter is at TheFigHeel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to heelbooks.com. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE, Mattel, AEW, Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 7,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With figure photography by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Full-color paperback and hardcover editions available now at heelbooks.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.